Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to keep this video today for you guys super short and sweet, and I'm going to be doing a book review on the book Anxiety as an Ally. So don't forget to subscribe down below and like this video. This video hopefully will be very helpful to anybody who needs it. This book was very helpful for me. So let's go ahead and jump on into the book. Once again, the book's title is Anxiety as an Ally, and it is by Dan Richert. And I'm probably saying that super wrong, but to be honest, I wasn't very familiar with who Dan was until a friend lent me this book and told me that he is apparently a super huge deal in the video game industry. And I also believe he got married at a Taco Bell not too long ago. But if you play video games, I just do not, you are probably super familiar with this work. But even though I don't play video games, I am very appreciative of him as a writer, and I'm so thankful that this book reached my hands when it did. So the book is about Dan and his own personal struggles with anxiety. I really liked it because he is very successful, and it's nice to see somebody who maybe seems to have it all talk and be so open and honest about their own personal struggles, because I've mentioned this before, anxiety does not have a face, and sometimes it's the people that seem to have everything together that may be struggling the worst. But I appreciated how raw and honest he was. He gets very in detail about some of his panic and some of his anxiety. And if I remember correctly, he struggled with generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, and then I think some touches of OCD and ADHD. And there might be a few more things, but that's from what I can remember. But he gets super into detail about his own personal struggles with anxiety, and then also just some tips and tricks that he, for his own personal use that really helped him, that I have used, and they have really helped me as well. But I really liked the fact that he talked about how he struggled back and forth about whether or not to get on medication, because that's something that I have dealt with before as well. And then also this book really is what motivated me to start meditating. I talked about in my earlier video, and I'll link that below, about how meditation has really helped me with my own anxiety. And I didn't think that it would, but it definitely has. But he kept a track record of the days that he would exercise and do his meditations, and how much better he overall felt mentally and physically when he done that. And then he also talks about a lady whose fear was going to the grocery store. And that might seem like a small task for some people, but to a lot of people, it is a huge task, and it can cause them such bad anxiety. I know me personally, myself, there's times that I feel like I cannot go to the grocery store, and it just gives me such bad anxiety. I'll maybe even get there, and I just can't get out of my car. But he talks about how using those things that do give us anxiety as a driving force. And I know that can be so scary to do that. But the idea is the more we do things that scare us, then the easier they become doing them in the future, and the less scary they become. And it really does help. I know for a very long time I was struggling a lot with getting out of my house. And like I said before, that might sound ridiculous to some people, but that was something that I really struggled with. So I would start by driving 5 minutes down the road and maybe walking around the track, and then eventually driving a little bit further, maybe 10 minutes down the road, and doing something there, and then maybe driving to my sister's house and stuff like that. And even though I'm not completely cured with my anxiety, and to be very honest, there is no cure for anxiety, you just learn how to deal with it. But it definitely has gone easier by me just saying, okay, I'm not going to let this anxiety control me, and I'm going to take proper steps. So even like the smallest little bit of progressions can make a huge difference in your life. And this book really did teach me that. He also talks a little bit about being very open with your anxiety. And that is something that I'm trying to do with starting this YouTube, and then also on my other social media channels, and I will link those down below if you want to follow me. It's just being very open and honest and saying, hey, this is what I have, this is what I deal with, and I just want you to be aware. And for the most part, I know that he said that his responses to that were pretty positive, and for me personally, mine have been pretty positive. And you may run into those times that not everything is positive, and you know, people may not understand, but it's up to us to educate them and let them in on how we feel inside. So even if you do get a negative response, don't fret, don't worry about it. There's so many people behind you that are so supportive and deal with the same things you go through. But definitely, guys, read this book. It's only like 200 and some change pages. It's not a very long book. So if you like to read, it's awesome. I read it in a day. And then if you don't like to read, it is short enough to get through, and it has made so many positive changes in my life. So I'm so thankful that he came out with this book. Definitely grab it, and I'm thankful that my friend let me borrow this. I need to send it back, but I want to read it again and then also get my own copy so I can highlight some really great points in there. But that is all that I have for you guys today. Once again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed day without any anxiety, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.